All right. I think I'm live. Hello, everyone. Time to bring in Andrew. Hey, Herschel.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, great. Robin Martin is here. Lovely. Hey, Andrew.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Aces. Aces. I'm excited.
Excellent. Yeah, this is an exciting, it's not our first Instagram live, but it's still pretty new stuff, and it's our first time making this kind of an announcement, which is pretty cool.
Tell us where you are. The
And
background is so intriguing.
yeah, can you see what's behind me here? A little bit of art on the
Yeah, looks like
walls.
art.
Yeah, all tied into what's going to be coming down the pipe. Oh,
Hi,
Peter, so good to
Tanner.
see you.
Hi, Peter.
Really lovely to see people joining in. Yeah, so I don't know. Are there hints about where we are? We're in like I'm in the Queen West area.
Yeah, yeah. I think you
Hi,
can say where
hi.
you are, can't you?
Yes, I'm at Propeller Gallery.
Yeah.
And this is tied to the announcement we're going to be making today. It's very exciting.
And you find yourself with the work of Michel Letapt, right?
That is correct, Andrew. That is
Yeah.
precisely the artist featured behind me.
Photographs
Um,
on board and enhanced with acrylic paints. I saw them the other day. I stopped by the gallery on Sunday, so
yeah, I was
they're
struck by
beautiful.
the flow of nature, the sort of being immersed and surrounded in something that feels like nature.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Robin Martin. We got a little hello there, and from Peter on the road. Um, I think we'll get started. And today we're going to be making an announcement, a couple of announcements, a couple of things tied to the PH one-to-one program that we have been running for the last 18 months. But we just wanted to start with a land acknowledgement. And we find ourselves in Toronto, and this area is governed by Treaty 13. It also falls under the area of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, and has been the home to Anishinaabe, Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and more recently Mississaugas of the Credit, and by many documented and undocumented peoples. And something that I like to do with my land acknowledgements is to try and have some little piece of reflection or connection to something that I'm feeling or something that is related to the moment that I'm in, and the notion of acknowledgement of Indigenous peoples in the land. And for me, the program we're talking about, PH one-to-one, is one that leans on relationship and begins with relationship and building particular type, strong and well-founded relationships that will allow for creativity and exploration is central to that program. And that kind of resonates to me in terms of, one of the things that's fundamentally at odds or is not, that requires still so much work, is the relationship with Indigenous peoples. And so that, for me, that kind of tension and that work to be done is something that comes up. So thank you. So PH one-to-one, I just wanted to give people a little, it's really so joyful to see people popping in and joining. Wanted
There's some
to,
Ukrainians that have joined us, which I'm
wowza.
thrilled about. Some
Yeah.
activist friends from Ukraine. Hello, guys.
um, but the one-to-one program, for anyone who doesn't have background or awareness of what we've been spending a lot of our time doing during the pandemic, is an online mentorship program. And it was our way to sustain the work we were doing, arts work we were doing with young people in the shelter system and youth on the margins. And what it's evolved into is a 12-week online mentorship program that pairs a professional artist with a young person on the margins in an artistic discipline of their choosing. And they get to sort of go on a little bit of a creative journey together. And it's been a really exciting way to engage with people when we can't actually physically go to shelters and be running our little drama workshops with them in person. And it really has been an outstanding program in terms of sustaining the connection and support and the creativity that we are trying to offer, that we think is such a vital aspect of just development for a young person, especially a young person who might be facing adversity. So that's what the PH one-to-one is, and there are a couple cool things to say about that as we go through this. But what we'll just mention a few times is, especially with the announcement that we're making at the end, there's a little more information that will be coming in the weeks ahead. And so we really encourage anyone who's not following us, who's not receiving our newsletter, to go get the link in our bio, and on that little link tree, there will be a link for you to sign up for a newsletter so you can keep in the know. Hi, Chai.
Hey, Chai.
So we have a few guests. The first thing, Andrew, you were going to have a little chat with Rachel Stableford. So I don't know if you want to do like a quick intro for Rachel while I bring her into the scene, because she's right here with me right now. Who is this person walking on the camera, Andrew?
I love it. Rachel Stableford. She, her is a Canadian visual artist specializing in painting and sculpture. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Rachel, I'm reading your bio.
Okay, great.
It's short, but it's sweet. You've been shown in galleries across Ontario, and as an educator, you've worked with marginalized youth for over 15 years. And you're very uniquely positioned in so much as you have been a mentor in PH one-to-one. You've worked with a young person, a young artist, but you also find yourself now on the inside, and you're working with Project Humanity, and you're helping us run this program.
That's
and
right.
So I just wanted to ask you, just what did you love about being a mentor?
He's cutting out. He's cutting out. I can't breathe.
Oh no, I'm cutting out.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what you've loved about being a mentor.
Oh, well, one of the things I love most about being a mentor is seeing the positive change that happens during the mentorship. One of my mentees, actually, I witnessed over the months that we were together, her positive outlook was amazing. And she actually became a manager at her job. And she just keeps setting her goals higher and higher. And I think that came out of this program, and it gave her the confidence to keep going.
Yeah. I'm always remarking on how this program is process over product. And
That's
when
right.
people undertake a really rich and rigorous and inspiring process, it's transferable. I mean, we can move that into so many other aspects of our lives, be it work, be it the schooling we're undertaking, or even our relationships. And I want to ask you, now that you are working on the inside, now that you have a bit more of a macroscopic view of the program, what do you notice? What is it like to be an artist who has shepherded a mentorship, and now you're helping with the larger picture?
Well, that's exactly it, Andrew. I get to see the big picture now. I get to see how many lives how many people we're helping on a large scale, and it's amazing. I get to see all of the range of art programs that we offer, everything from beatboxing to visual art to poetry, you name it. It's amazing that there's so many different art forms that we can pull from.
Yeah, it's lovely. And I know you have a very special connection to Propeller, and we're going to
Yes.
get, a little bit later in our proceedings here, we'll spill the beans on why you're there.
That's great.
And just as a point of transition now, I want to make a little bit of an announcement as Dan invites our next guest. We in May received really, really significant OTF funding. The Ontario Trillium Foundation Resilient Communities Fund granted us in excess of $80,000 in order to keep Project Humanity and our PH one-to-one program in top form. The longevity of this program has been deeply buoyed by this. The sustainability of our program deeply buoyed by this, and it's been really critical support through this pandemic. It's been the way we've continued to serve both young people and artists and young artists, which are central to our mandate. So big thank you to OTF for that. It has been a game changer for us. Yeah. And
now I think we have Robin Martin is ready to join us, the MPP for the riding where Project Humanity is located. Robin Martin is the MPP for the Eglinton Lawrence riding and a parliamentary assistant to health. She's a passionate advocate for quality education that ensures no child is left behind and that values the different gifts each child has. Robin, thank you so much for joining us.
It's great to be here. It's my first Instagram Live event, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not quite on the program, how these things work, but I'm enjoying hearing all about all the stuff that you've all been doing. And it's really thrilling, actually, to have been able to, working with the Ontario Trillium Fund, for you guys to get these kinds of resources so that you can continue to provide this programming, which I'm hearing great things about. And I think it's just so wonderful for young people to have access to that kind of arts and cultural development and mentorship, frankly, to help them realize their full potential and be able to connect, have those relationships, and realize that there's things that they're great at and that they can achieve through. And I just think it's really exciting. I'm a big fan of the arts myself. Used to be a bit of a dancer, not on Broadway. I didn't quite make it that far, but
oh, fair enough.
I fired and you know, have lots of creative kind of impulses myself. Always thinking about what my next novel will be. Not that I've written one yet, but I keep talking about it. And so I applaud that kind of outreach for people. I think it just helps us be better human beings, to be able to see art, to experience art, you know, and to participate in kind of making and creating. And so I'm just really excited to be joining you guys. That Project Humanity is in my riding. It's been in my riding since 2008. And this kind of a project is just providing such a great service to, well, not just this riding, but all of the city of Toronto. So I'm just thrilled to be part of this event with you guys and to get to hear a bit about what you're doing. It's very exciting. And, you know, thank you for all this great work you've been doing to help get people through what has been a very difficult year, let's face it, year and a half, I guess. Really hard for everybody. So congratulations on all the work you've done and on getting the grant and on helping so many people to realize their potential through the arts, which is so fabulous.
Thank you so much, Robin Martin. So lovely to get that perspective, and that's so well said. And thank you for being a part of this whole process of support, this network of support that we have. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right. So moving along, we're going to make our announcement, and I know this is all the technical things, right, Robin? If you, in your upper right-hand corner, there should be a little X, and then you can pop off that way.
Great. I didn't want to shut you off. Thank you.
No problem. So the announcement we're making today is tied to everything you've seen and heard so far, to the one-to-one program. It's tied to Propeller Arts Gallery, is tied to Rachel, who you heard from. And what has happened is Propeller has agreed to give us their space over the holidays, and for a period of, there will be 5 specific days. We'll open on the December 21st, and we'll have 5 good days in here where we'll have an exhibition of artistic outcomes from youth mentees who have been a part of our one-to-one program. So this is a really exciting opportunity for us to put the work of the young people on display, to give them a chance to engage with the professional art space, and to invite you all to come and see some of the work that's being done and have a different angle onto the program and some of the outcomes. So this is a really, really exciting thing for us. And we have Michelle Latat, who's the director of the gallery, is going to pop onto this video in a second to say a few words. So just a reminder that you can pop into the link in our bio, and you can find a link there to sign up for our newsletter so that you can get details about the opening and all the different opportunities to engage with this exhibition when it happens. In the meantime, Michelle is the chair of Propeller as of April 2020. She's been painting for 30 years and works mostly with acrylic. And her abstract paintings are inspired by her numerous world travels. She's also currently a professor of immunology emerita at the University of Toronto. And if Michelle is with us, oh yeah, I think she is. So Michelle's just gonna pop on in a moment. Wonders of Instagram Live. Again, we'll do it again. And as I mentioned, Michelle's work is the work that you see behind me on the walls. And Michelle, I think you had this art. Thanks so much for joining. Lovely to see you, Michelle.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Propeller Art Gallery. The board of directors, of whom I chair, is thrilled to be involved in a partnership with Project Humanity. And the idea was brought to us by Rachel, one of our members, who you just heard from. The exhibition will be held from December 21st to the 30th at the Propeller Art Gallery in the Queen West area of the city, which is a very active art area. Propeller is a non-profit collective of artists, now in its 26th year of existence. And our vision is artist empowering artists. Our members get to share the gallery on a 3-week basis. And we also hold several group shows per year, including curated show, as well as our annual salon, to which we invite everyone in the community to participate. So this is a very nice way of getting new people into the gallery. We're very excited to feature the works of young artists on the margin and the mentors of the PH One-on-One Mentorship Program. We invite you all to come to the gallery, interact with the artists, and view the outcome of their creativity and connectivity that was further challenged by the pandemic. And we also invite you to celebrate the holiday spirit together with all of us and all of the exhibiting artists.
Thank you so much for those lovely words, Michelle. And Michelle, I think this is a really fitting partnership because you are a wonderful artist, but you've also been a mentor to many artists around using the space, and that's sort of a role I think that you've played as well. So I think it's all so fitting.
I think it also stems from my career in science as an educator for many, many years. And I still organize immunology courses in the developing world. So that has been my life's mission, to educate and help young people to fulfill their dreams.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Michelle. And we have our next guest, the MPP for this riding, where Propeller Art Gallery is. Welcome, Marta Stiles. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, it's great to be here. Yeah, I'm Margaret Stiles. I'm the MPP for Davenport, and where Propeller is located. And it's so nice to be here with all of you today.
Yeah, this is so much fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I just want to say, I don't know if you know this, but I'm also the official opposition education critic. So I take a real interest in education, in youth and young adults in particular, and in the role of art in education. and how critical that is and often overlooked. So I'm a really big fan of the work that Project Humanity does, and particularly this particular one-to-one sort of peer art mentorship project I think is so crucial. And so I'm really excited, not just because you're coming to my riding, but because I think it's such a great program as well.
That's so nice to hear. It's always so nice to hear that echoed, and that's really at the core of our belief, is that is such a critical and beneficial aspect of development and exploration for anyone at any point, but especially for young people. That ability to be creative. It sounds like you totally get that, which is awesome.
Well, and I think too, what's interesting about the project and the work that you've been doing through the mentorship one-to-one program, which I have to say I think is also funded by the Trillium Foundation and the Resilient Communities Fund, which has done some great stuff. And but what I love about it is it's both providing these opportunities for youth to engage and to learn and be mentored by professional artists, but it's also a opportunity for artists. And I love the fact that you're partnering with Propeller, because having that additional experience of working with a professional gallery, and one like Propeller, which is actually like a collective of artists, I think has the potential to introduce young people to just a whole new aspect of art and and being an artist and what that means, and the different opportunities in that creative sector.
Yeah, you're really picking up on so much of what I think is beautiful about some of the opportunities we're having, and connecting to the spaces, as you say, and also connecting to young people, to artistic communities that can go on to support them well beyond the mentorship program they do with us. So really lovely to have you and to share this moment with you and have your support.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I think it's fantastic. And, I also hope we sell some of this work. I know that's the other thing. So we hope we sell some pieces, and I hope that you guys get to continue to do this kind of work. It's so critical. So thank you so much, and thanks to Propeller for hosting as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Merritt.
And Andrew, just wanted to bring you back on for our little sign off.
Love it. Love it. I wanted the one thing, Dan, I wanted to float by everyone is the title of this exhibit. The title being Encompass, Art from the PH One-to-One Mentorship Program. And please do, if you're watching this and are swinging through the Queen West area, do take in Encompass. We riff on that image, what it means for the arts to both be something that encompass us, that surround us, help us through hard times, but also they act as a kind of compass, something that gives us direction in this world. And so we invite folks in Toronto, and we should also mention that we're going to have some virtual events. So there will be ways for those outside of the city to engage with the incredible work these youth artists have created in the PH One-to-One program.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you to Robin Martin and Martha Stiles, and to the OTF for your support, to Michelle and to Propeller. This is all a really exciting moment for us, and thank you for everyone who joined and tagged along and watched what we're doing here. I'm very excited for this exhibition and for the future of this program. Bye,
all the best, everybody.